Well, they're ready, Earl. Our championship match. And Traber's going to make Walter Ray finish on the left lane, but it looks like he's figured that out now.
Yeah, I think this is more of an offensive move than it is defense. I think Traber is just comfortable on lane 33. That's the lane that we feel is the tightest. It doesn't hook as much on the back end. And he throws extremely hard and straight. And there you can see what he can do to that 10-pin. He didn't even hesitate and they're gone. This guy throws, I think he's up there with, he throws harder than Mark Ross used to throw. I really do. He can really get it down there in a hurry.
Walter Ray, get up there, he says. And it did, but it kind of hit mushy.
Mushy?
Mushy.
Well, mushy. That's a good word. I've never heard that used in relation to a bowling ball hitting before. But
well, you didn't watch my ball that much, then.
Only the 7. Look at that match in match play, Mike.
Walter Ray rumbles it down there at the spare. Neither one of these guys take a whole lot of time.
No, they don't. We should have a fast match here, and I expect to see a pretty good score, especially out of David-Traber. I think he's going to shoot a number at Walter Ray. If he can just carry the 10-pin, David-Traber might shoot in here. Might shoot 300.
Ooh, a little trip forward. A little softer speed there on that shot.
Walter Ray just seems to be moving with as the lanes change. He seems to be adjusting ball speeds, rotations, things of that nature, trying different things. And he's always had just enough to win the match. He's going along right now at a 229 average. His first 3 matches. This guy right here averaged 238 for 42 games to get here. And that's the only thing that stops this guy. He's going to hit the pocket every ball, just whether or not he carries the corner pin.
He really fired that one. I wish we had a judge guy. He might be up there with Mark Warlord or something on these shots, I'll tell you.
Yeah. And we'll take a look at his ability to make spares. He's right up there. Anybody can throw hard and straight as he can. You don't miss very many spares. We're going to take a look at the style here of David-Traber. 4-stepper, the only one in the top 5, uses 4 steps. Now watch what he does at the foul line. This is where he creates a lot of that ball speed. He plants his left foot. You can see he doesn't have a real high back. He plants the left. See how straight his left leg is? He just uses all that and pivots around his left hip to create ball speed. Muscles
and strength and strength that he has.
Tremendous upper body strength. Yeah.
What?
Now he wears those pins out, boy. I'll tell you what.
Well, Walter can take a quick lead if he can figure out lane 34. He's just been light lately. And it went high. Boy, he was light, and then goes high.
A little different release, don't you think?
He said, look at that.
It looked to me like he got on the side of that one and got a little more side turn on it, which made the ball roll up high in the head pin. He's, like I say, he's trying something, and he's in real trouble now because Traber isn't going to let up.
Come on, get 2, get 2.
Major mistake there.
Well, Walter Ray's not happy right now, but Ricky Ward is extremely happy because we see that he sneaks in to that last spot for next week's AMF Dick Weber Classic. Doesn't matter who wins this match because both of these guys are eligible.
But it matters to them, I'll tell you. Wow. Walter Ray is truly confused now. And again, the lanes, as they go through any kind of a transition, he has to adjust to them. And he just doesn't seem to be able to figure out exactly where he wants the ball to be and how it should break up to the pocket. Whereas Traber, doesn't matter. He's just throwing darts right at him.
At the 2-4-5-8, known as the dinner bucket, Walter, Deadeye himself, hits every pin with the ball.
You know, I'll tell you what, Walter Ray might take a lesson here from David-Traber right now because the lanes are becoming difficult to get a good ball reaction. Maybe he should take a page out of what he's trying to do and throw it hard and straight. Walter Ray is very capable of doing that.
As hard as Dave?
Not as hard as Dave, but he can definitely go end over end and up at him with good ball speed. There's no question, and Walter Ray used to be extremely good at that. He's so accurate anyway.
He says thank you. That ball carried. He was looking at the 10-pin all the way. But that increases his lead as we're only through 4 frames to 24 pins. And Walter Ray staring at the other end of the stick right now. 23 seconds. He doesn't want another second, Earl.
No, he sure doesn't. That's a lot of second places. A lot of opportunities gone by the wayside to win out here on the tour. And wins don't come that often for most of the players. Walter Ray, one of those guys that happens to be fortunate enough to win a lot of times, 15 to be exact.
Oh, he looks solid all the way.
But Dave-Traber, he said, we were looking at films and my wife picked out something I was doing wrong and it was the key and that's why I'm here. He said I was starting the ball down and my elbow was going out to the right in my backswing and that made me spin the ball, get on top of it, and I couldn't make the ball hit and I couldn't control it. He says she noticed this and she's the one that noticed it, so she gets all the credit. And now he says all I think about is getting my elbow in where it belongs and having it brush my hip going back and back through. And he says, I get a great ball reaction now. I'm back to being able to bowl and make good shots as I did in the past. He says, that's why I'm leading the tournament.
So thank you, Melissa.
Melissa gets the whole check this week.
There, that's better.
Walter Ray says, yeah, that's better. He hasn't given up.
Oh, he'll never give up. But David-Traber isn't going to give up either. And remember, this is a guy that went out and beat his brother for the national championship.
Well,
you know,
yeah.
A little sibling rivalry.
He's the opponent. I mean, imagine they bowled against each other, imagining that result many times when they were kids.
Many times.
Oh.
Throwing it harder and harder.
And Marcel Fournier and his wife, he's proprietor here of Marcel's Olympic Bowl.
Marcel owns 6 bowling centers in the New York area, doing quite well, and hosts one of the most successful amateur events also, the Lilac
Tournament. Yeah. And David just cruising along, strike 4-pin, 4 in a row, leading by 45.
He throws it harder and harder. The more he needs it, the harder he throws it, and he can really generate some ball speed. Maybe too hard that time, huh, Mike?
Kind of stuck or something. Just didn't finish as solid as he normally does.
Yeah, I think he got a little quick. I think his feet got a little fast. He just thinks faster and faster and harder, and he's a grinder anyway. And the grinders are, like I said about Roger Bowker, they're the blue collar guys that get out and they're nothing. There's no finesse to this, folks. They just go out there and get it done. He's a good spare shooter. This will hit about 120 miles an hour going down there.
Woo! And Melissa says, all right. Thank you.
Well, she's counting that money. I mean, she earned it this week.
Walter has to strike here to bite into this lead. Well, that cuts it to 31.
Well, Walter Ray is obviously the crowd favorite here. You can hear them. He's down now. He's been winning every match up to this point quite handily. This match, he's in a lot of trouble. The role is reversed. All his opponents have basically gotten in trouble early on, except Mark McDowell in the opening match. Now Walter Ray is in this problem.
Oh, nice little break. It's not over, Earl.
Come on, keep the speed up.
Did you hear that? Come on, keep the speed up.
Oh, yeah, well, he will keep it up. Yeah.
As David gets ready to bowl, we want to thank Brian Goebel for being our guest analyst during the semifinal match. He saw a good one, and this is too. Boy, he carries that weak 10 out so well, throwing that hard.
Unique style. And again, I mentioned the fact that he plants his left leg, he doesn't bend the knee, and if you watch his hand, he doesn't follow through the ball. He throws it off his hand rather than rolling it off his hand. Kind of a strange way of doing it, but he gets the job done because his hand stays in the ball. His thumb comes out, his hand stays in the ball, even though he throws it off his hand. He still gets some rotation, but he gets a lot of his rotation from friction on the lane. He actually throws the ball into the surface, and that makes it rotate.
9th frame, leading by 21.
Big shot here.
Oh, can't throw it any better, can you?
Well, he's got his average already, or close to it.
Well, what he's done, though, is he forces Walter Ray, as we look at the Victor's Trophy, to strike out to have any chance.
Well, if you had to bet on somebody to do it, you might bet on this guy right here. He'll find a way, generally.
Key shot here in the 9th frame. The late love tap.
You bet. I think he just asked for another re-rack. Yeah. Here's a look at it again. Now watch the 10 pin over in the right-hand corner. You see the 6 pin go into the channel and just snuggle out, and just the the tip of the neck of the pin tapped the base of the 10 pin and it fell over. That surprises me. I didn't think he had any chance to carry that 10 pin.
First of the 10th.
Every shot is a must.
Oh, he's still alive. Traber knows the score. Walter Ray. Walter Ray needs one more to put him in the 230s. Well, he's carrying the building. One more gives him 235 and will make Traber strike to win. Traber asked for a re-rack on 34 and it came down right then. Walter Ray's waiting for that. Once
Wake up back there.
right. Wake up back there. I guess he's asking for another re-rack on the fill ball. And he does it. 235. Nine spare strike. We've got a tie. Strikes here, he wins. Anything less than 9 and he loses.
This will skip twice and then hit the pins. Bing, bang, bang.
And Walter Ray is the winner. Walter Ray is the winner behind the entire match. David-Traber leaves the 4-7. Spare and a strike is 234. Walter Ray is our victor. What a come from behind win. David just disappointed with himself. I'm sure the opportunity was there. But with the crowd cheering like that, the momentum changing, it was a difficult shot to make, Earl.
Well, what it came back to was that elbow. And what I saw at the foul line was the elbow out to the right.
A standing ovation for your champion, Walter Ray Williams. We'll be back to talk to him in just a minute. Stay with us, please.